Yeah, might as well start
Are
there.
you the one I've been waiting for? You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her.
Well, we don't have to go through this again. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Arkantos. I'm Arkantos, and today I'm here with some Ark Survival Evolved. And as you see, we had to restart our Forever Ark adventure again. It looks just... I don't know what happened. It just wouldn't load. That's what I get. Well, my computer, my system is probably pushing it. So, oh my god, there's so many Dillos here. Holy crap, there's so many Dillos. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do... Oh, I'm gonna go... Why did I spawn here? Let's run. No, they saw me. Okay, let's run, pick up berries. And we'll get ourselves started here. So yeah, okay, so we might not get to do the little tribe idea. So what we're gonna do basically is I'm gonna build some pretty cool bases. Ah, there's so many! What I was thinking, what I'll do is like we'll have bases in every biome, and we'll kind of make it each one is themed. Cause I've been watching Aaron Longstaff's build videos to make everything of like how he makes everything kind of look good, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to do a little bit more of that. So you're gonna see a lot of his inspirational builds. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take down some trees over here, and we're gonna go take it around that beach, that corner. We're gonna take it back. First, we need to level up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically I'm gonna probably do a bit of a, almost like a bit of a explore run, but I want to prepare for it a little bit. I want to be able to build a lot of stuff to maximize our time and equipment, because I kind of want to see if I can maybe do this in a more sufficient way. Okay, so let's put 2 to you, 2 to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to you. 1 to movement speed, 1 to fortitude. So yeah, we're gonna basically do this by blueprints. I'm gonna get the bare minimum that I need to unlock, and then we'll go from there. So like usual, we'll do all this. And we'll hold off. Yeah, we'll hold off. So we're gonna do. So I want to get a bunch of levels. This way, we can actually go ahead and jump over to Jorn, which is gonna be our home arc as always. We're basically just kind of spending an episode there unlocking all of our the rest of the Ingrams that we're gonna need. That I kind of will most likely want to have. Okay, so let's build all of these. Okay, let's go for more rocks. Actual big rocks. And get some more flint. Because yeah, we're going to kind of get ourselves established. So we are going to basically have a lot of those extra bases. We're gonna kind of see how we're gonna build them, and what they're basically gonna be really good spawn points. So if we die near there, that way we don't have to, one of my bad things about having only a couple of bases is that when you die far away, you're kind of fucked when you lose your stuff. So if we're gonna have some cool bases, all around, we're gonna try. Do I have to do it all over? No, maybe not. So we do have some stuff from our last character. So we do have. So we're probably gonna have one on Craig's Island. We'll probably do one on Herbivore Island. We'll probably turn Herbivore Island into our marina. And for breeding our water tames, we'll probably we'll have a base in the ice area. Actually, we'll do that. We'll do all this stuff at night when we'll have a safer place to be in. Actually, let's go. Hold off. What do I need? I probably need more wood and stuff. Yeah. Let's put everything in. Get our hot bar. So yeah, hopefully this is the last time we're, because this way, this should allow us to, have fun with building. Allow us to do stuff more a little bit besides go on adventures, do the bosses. So headcanon, yeah, we are not just gonna do the stuff for the. Oh, I need to unlock it first. I'm gonna wait a little bit. It's for some levels. So let's get wood. That. Food. But mainly I just want to get a bunch of spears made. Okay, let's go weight, melee, and fortitude. So we're going to get all our meat from those pesky... pesky yellows. So yeah, we're gonna... Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a base where I'm just going to have it so I can just hang out, and make it basically where I'm going to actually save. That way, I don't have to worry about that when I'm building my main compound. And we'll probably do 2 big compounds. One will be our starting one where we're going to do most of our work. It'll be like our pre-boss base. And then we're going to have our alpha base, and then we're gonna kind of figure out how big and what we want our respawn bases to have. Because I kind of want to basically have them be a default kind of starter base kind of thing. So we're gonna kind of figure out how what we want to put in our starter base, what would we think, see if we can miniaturize certain things. Certain things like won't be available. Well, maybe we might put no, we won't do that. We'll put looks like kibble and our resource farm will be at our main base, our main compounds, but maybe like a greenhouse, maybe. Okay, let's put so one more each into those, and I should be able to live through most fall damage. Is there anything that is mandatory? The raft is mandatory. That's going to be mandatory. Bug repellent's mandatory. So we can't give them the drops. That's mandatory. So yeah, we're gonna oh yeah, let's rely on that, but not these. So our first obstacle is in a drop. We gotta find a forge in order for us to to advance. We're gonna take these. I like this because it's gonna be making it a lot more nice looking. And I think that will be good for now. Oh no, hold up. Oh, I can't do that anyways. Okay, I'll wait. Sweet. Right there. Okay, but we got some bows and arrows to craft. Let's drop. Because, yeah, we're gonna kill these. So, yeah, we're gonna follow what Helena says. And we're gonna... Maybe that's what I'll kind of do after, maybe. After we go through... Because... every time I beat the Manticore, I get a clone. So we might be able to do something different around Scorched Earth. But yeah, so to basically kind of save us time as we go on, is I'm going to... basically, we're going to tame all the creatures on the island. This way, as one of the requirements before we have to advance to the next to Scorched Earth. So this way, the way I want to do it away is because we get all the animals here, we get all the tames for basically majority of all the rest of the maps. That way it's only getting the map specific dinos and things like that. Come on down already, sweet Jesus. Okay, well, let's go. We're armored up. Well, not armored up, we're armed. So let's build a little... So I think our first base we should probably do on Craig's... We'll do on Craig's Island. We'll get... Because that should be good enough space for us to build up a bit of a nice sized base for over here. And then yeah, I mean kind of we'll spend some time actually building it up. We'll give it a wall defenses. Oh no, I don't actually know. They're gonna come over here anyways. They're gonna smell me. That was bad. Sweet Jesus today. Nope. Yeah, let's... You know what, yeah, let's just do our own story. Let's just... Because I don't want to really do too much, like... Well, we'll have, like, certain objectives for sure. And... Oh yeah, so one thing. For the bases. I want to actually, make them give kind of a... certain requirements. Like I actually want to have a we'll have to do like our first tree house. So we'll have a tree, like an outpost in the redwoods. So that's how we'll, or in like the swamp, we'll build it on stilts to kind of give us a bit of a theme to kind of go with. Cause yeah, that way we know we can, if we need to tame something over there, we have a base of operations. So we'll basically get the tames we need to get our bases built. I don't see now all the dillos left. Are they all terrorizing that poor Parasaur? Poor Parasaur. Okay, so let's get a camp going. Just so that we can get ourselves situated. And right here I think would be good. Because here I want to build a we'll build a raft, actually a bit of a small raft, a boat, little small houseboat for us. That way we can store us a bunch of resources. 'Cause I'm not really. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be pretty difficult doing everything by hand a little bit, but it'll do. So then you need fiber. Oh, actually, what I can do is level up. Let's go movement speed. Let's be quick on our toes. Okay, so yeah, the limit. Cause yeah, there's some things like that I kind of. It'll just be easier for us at certain points to have them already unlocked. Because sometimes there are certain things that you kind of can't get them for. That I know of. Alright, so let's go. Actually, let's focus on getting the boat, actually. Let's work. No, screw the camp. Let's get a boat. So I just need to go kill. Well, actually, let's get a small camp built or set down. Okay, let's go. What exactly do I need? Thatch and fiber. Let's get fiber. So I need food. Probably make, you know what, since we're gonna have, well, we'll make Herbivore Island our first main base as always. Then I have to look for a new spot for our alpha base. I might do it on the top of the mountain there. I don't know. It depends how. I don't know. Let's get a few small other bases built first. And then we'll see about the thing there. Okay, so let's build. The rest of these dillos, use them for the hide. So I got 2 more to deal with after this guy. Sucker. Yes, yeah, just build up. Yeah, let's build up our first little starter base on the boat. Let's get mobile. There's that other one. There's at least 2 more around here I can take on. No, okay, well. Fuck. Almost short of my for it. Go 10 thatch. I can actually get a return on my investment. Perfect to tame, but I need to kill you. I need your hide. I can't afford to keep any animal friends right now. Oh, you're only 30. Never mind. You And I ran. Now the chase is on. I'm hungry. Shit. Another shitty investment. Let's put that down so we can kind of just get started. Bugger. Okay, let's go look at some smaller stuff then. There is the other one. Out of all of them, the weakest one's the one that got closest to an actual hit? Jeez. I gotta smart up. Oh, of course. What I can't get. Alright, so a little hint. Always look around this for sure. Take a little look upstream. Because you're going to find either a Spino, a Baryonyx, a Suchomimus. No, not Suchomimus. Yeah, basically one of those two. Same thing on this side. Is it a Spino? Is it a... There's always going to be one of those two predators usually around here. They kind of patrol. Oh wow, they don't. They're not here. Cool. Oh. So I'm going to try and make every episode from now on a bit more of like a mini story. Give me all my spears back. Why were you so difficult to kill? Alright, what do we got for hide? Not enough for a boat yet. Okay. I do believe I saw a dodo over here. Mr. Dodo, there he is. I might be back for you, Mr. Turtle. And yeah, to kind of make it more like a realistic, so like if there's a farm, if we're building like a... Cause I kind of want to have a spot where there's like an open corral, like actually like an open farm, where dodos will be walking around, ovis, equus, lysosaurs, kind of have them take the role of farm animals, kind of do that kind of thing. Ooh, mushrooms! Alright, what do you want to eat? If any food first tame, I'm getting... you want honey? You're level 5 and you want honey? No, you're gonna be my boat. You're gonna be the reason I get a boat. Honey, my ass. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, now we have enough for a boat. So we got enough hides, so what about... Just need a little bit more wood. Alright. Well, let's go over here. That way when we... Then we'll place down that storage, and we'll start hoarding... Oh, actually, let's get a little camp together, actually. Before we do anything, before night comes. Oh yeah. Okay, so we might actually need to go for that run. We're leveling up pretty decent. So I have a little bit of a boosted rates a little bit from how much I get from everything. Wonder if I should try to get this right with maybe not yet. Let's do speed. Okay, so we got a lot more we can unlock and play around with. Okay. Place our first camp here. This will be storage for our survival, food. Separate from what we're going to be hoarding. Boom. Okay. Very simple. Alright. Now we just gotta work on getting the boat. The foundation's lowered, so we got some grinding to do. But first, let's gotta get our survival down pat. When I get a little more probably diet, so I need to keep you for when you want to go farther. I just gotta keep everything else. So I'm trying to get us a little bit more prepared. That's kind of good for now. That, yeah, we'll go for that. Here, the seeds. Something doesn't really help us build. Oh, not these. Put those on. Those. Oh, well, I am gonna do this. Oh. I am gonna need to take some of this out. So we can start getting our stuff on narcotics. So we can at least get a stack of them. That's okay. That, got some food going, got some narcotics. Okay, so let's get a bunch of wood. Let's get like a row of wood, row of thatch, row of stone. And then maybe see if we can make some of the crafting stations we're gonna need. That way we can put it on it. Let's do 2 of wood, because we need a lot of wood constantly. Let's do thatch. Because yeah, time for us to start saving a bunch of resources up. So by the time we get this done, we're gonna have a ton of levels. We'll be able to at least, well, yeah, we're already at the, oh, we're at least a smithy stage. So we might not be able to build much. But allow us to be mobile, allow us to go to the resources. Almost got the need worth of thatch. And then nighttime we'll do fiber at night, because night is the best time to get fiber at the beginning of the journey. Because you can't really do too much at night. How's that? Oh, there's no thatch. Alright. Now time for stone. Stone, we'll start gathering up the metal. We'll start crafting a bunch of, we'll actually maybe go for a bit of a loot run, or a bit of a, probably like a half of a note run. 1, 2, 2. I do have some berries on me. Gonna need the black ones. We're gonna need those for making our drugs. To knock out the dinosaurs. But yeah, no, our first target is going to be, for narcotics, it would be a Pteranodon. The sooner we get airborne, the better we're going to be. Stone. That way I don't have to worry about it. This one can be all the extra stuff. Okay, so let's go for stone, and then we'll go for start. Yeah, that way we can worry about fiber and all that after. So now these stones are going to be very useful for you in the very beginning, because these are an easy way to get metal. Right at the beginning. But yeah, so let's kind of find a spot for where we want to have our it's basically a personalized outpost sized base, maybe a little bit bigger. That way we can keep our favorite tames, a place to put a lot of our other teams that we don't want to keep away. So it's going to be very crowded at the compounds with, well, we'll move. Oh, it's going to be a ghost town. Well, we'll see. I'm going to try to make everything look good. So, that's the one thing I'm going to try to attempt to do. So that way we're going to have plenty of metal for when we need to. Yeah, we might gather a bunch of stuff that we will have handy for us. Alright, so yeah, let's kind of go over the requirements for the team. So for them to be considered for us to keep, they gotta be, well, for one, there's going to be a throwaway. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to actually tame a... Oh, damn it. Why can't I? Probably because I don't have any wood. To get... Ooh, let's probably go back soon. Okay, so there's a bunch on that side we'll grab. So yeah, low level. So any level for basically the first one to get out of the way, and then for when we're wanting to be go towards our breeding tames. That way. What the fuck was it? Oh, it's oh Jesus. Is that a? No, it's a. Let's plenty of stone. work on making, so this boat is gonna be, I want to make it, it'll be a starter boat size. Like, it shouldn't really be too big to do anything with. That way we can have the excuse of, because I'm gonna have allow myself access to the center for us to get those higher level tames, because there's a very slim chance a max level of any tame spawns on the island. So we're gonna go and use the center as our basically our breeding tames, so our max levels, as well as our boss dinos. And we are gonna go to, so to make stuff easier, because I'm not doing, was gonna do this originally the way it's supposed to, and then only use the animals you have on the arcs that you're currently on. No, I'm gonna play it my way. We're gonna go to once we have the levels, we're gonna go to Fajor and get ourselves all the rest of the important Ingrams unlocked that I can't get through the drops for the most part. Okay, so we have, oh nope, we got more flint than anything. Well, let's get this started. Yeah, at least we got one full one. Flint to start here. But because I want metal, I'm using the pickaxe. If I wanted more stone from it, I would use actually a hatchet on stone. But you really wouldn't use a hatchet on stone anyway, regardless. Okay, let's gather up this one from this side. Oh, bunch of the water. Let's be cautious. There's piranhas in the rivers. Because yeah, I had a whole idea like there was gonna be a cult that would rise up that would worship Rockwell, but yeah, I guess the Arkantos decided that was a no-no. That was a no-no square, I guess. See how wall defenses. Like I'm gonna set up like a realistic town. So like we'll have like I'm gonna put like so basically what I was gonna build before, like how I was gonna build my own little personal acreage basically. Yeah, that's basically what we're gonna go with the size for all of our outposts. And have them so they're all defensible. And then I'm actually going to use that on a larger scale for our alpha base. So I'm going to, kind of include, that's like the Morphodon towers, and things like that. We'll build them. Depending on what we might actually have them manned. It depends. So I might use that, for the hostile areas where there's a lot more carnivores will show up. And like, well, I was kind of thinking, like, I want to see if there's a way that I can build a bit of an XP machine. That way, I can level up a lot of my tames. So while I'm waiting for like fertilizer or something, I can be doing that. And we can simply be doing that, and it can, by using grinders, we can easily do that with stone. But I want to see if it's a more, or just as an efficient version. Well, we'll see. Cause yeah, there's a lot of things like I want to be able to like, have a canoe, like the fish net, that kind of stuff. Like the neck projectile, I want to be able to use that kind of stuff. That's like the incubator, get a bunch of Genesis, all the necessary stuff I want to be able to, or that I'm gonna need. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Shit. Is there anything I can? Oh, there's nothing I can do to lose weight. Yes, there is. Increase my weight. 1, 2, 3. Movement speed. Let's get 42 to over 100. And we should be good for quite a while. Let's put the health and stamina. We'll wait till we're done there. So basically what I'm trying to get the max level as quick as possible. And I might actually turn down the XP gain for all the other stuff for next time. Because, yeah, I was hoping this would be a little bit longer. So yeah, I can have all these Ingrams saved up, but we're not using them. Holy crap, that's a huge one. Yeah, I want to go fishing. There's a way to get stuff from loot and stuff from fishing. So yeah, I've never really tried that, so I want to do more of that. So maybe we'll have a base strictly just for kind of doing that. We'll have and then yeah, we'll have our main compound. So yeah, I kind of want to do a little bit different. We'll make the harbor a bit more of basically like pens and stuff, but we'll get a little more into that when we get over to there. I kind of wonder maybe if I should put... Huh. Cause I can really still build this up. Huh. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start playing this the Pokemon, a bit of a Pokemon way actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so when we start getting, so I have to. Oh, I'll set that up for next time. Actually, well, I'll give myself a little bit of a head start when it comes to like the cryopod. And yeah, so what we'll do, we'll start as so I'll kind of explain it right now. So what we'll do for a bit of a Pokemon way, so we're gonna have a team of, so I'm gonna actually geez, this would be a complicated way for us to play. Blueprints only for crafting armors and weapons and stuff. Oh no, ammo we're gonna get. I'll have ammo stuff unlocked. I'll have all that stuff unlocked. And then, but like eventually we'll do like a mind wipe, and then we'll see about what our final basic engrams will be, and then yeah, basically just live off the blueprints. Cause yeah, I want to dive into a lot of stuff. Like I want to have a bit of a greenhouse, so we may either have it by way of compost, or I'll have a. We'll get a little dung. We'll get a low-level dung beetles for those locations. I don't know, cause I want to have a bit of a greenhouse and plants there. So if we need a little spot to make extra potions or whatnot, like I want to be able to do that in those kind of bases. I want to be able to I might not want to do too much for this raft. Might be pretty basic until I have an actual base to build the boat. Now we still do the boat. Wait until the end now. I'm still working on getting the teeth of the stone. So yeah, well, so instead of doing the boss with shit. No, okay, well for now, what we'll do is to when we're traveling around, we're gonna only travel limited like a limited amount of time on like flying. But so we're basically we're gonna be using our tanks to get around a lot more. Because usually I would always go for say we were using a boat a lot. I'm only gonna be using all that stuff kind of sparsely. Okay, so we have that. So I'll use the rest of that for the fiber. Fill this, take this stuff out. Make sure that's full of wood. So actually let's lay down that. So I'm just rickety. Area a little bit. Because while we're building, we might as well start multitasking, so actually, I wonder how much stuff can I actually get on here that we can, get like a bed probably there. Campfire here, one storage, and probably just like that. I wish I would have till nighttime, plenty of time, so let's put that into the slot. Start now, I'm gonna use a lot of fiber. I haven't seen another moss shop show up. So that would be a good first tame for us. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to for storing storage. We'll do like the Pokemon way. I'm gonna have a storage for like the ones that we use. We'll have a one where we'll have for like, then we'll divide them up into breeding pairs. We'll go maybe say like we'll put one where we'll have all the first ones we tame. Keep them separate. That way we basically that's kind of like our checklist. Getting tons of fiber for my diet. So we'll lay our claim on Craig's Island. Cause yeah, I think for Craig's Island, I think that would take a good chunk of this area over. Well, for the island, and maybe like the surrounding area. Like we might use this as a good spot to kind of gather up for the. Well, actually, you know what? We'll try something else for what we'll do for the obelisk. So I eventually want to have a teleporter system that will take us there for when we want to start farming them. So I'll have my dinos all at the base, load up on the platform, teleporter, zoop, zoop, easy peasy. So we have that. Well, maybe that will be just for that island, maybe. And then we'll probably have to build because the redwoods is right over there. So we'll have another base pretty well. That's pretty far distance in between. So I should probably maybe even build a base also somewhere in the middle here. Yeah. Kind of make our own personal spawn points. Eventually all over. Okay. So I want to make sure I have all the fibers strictly for building. I want to see how many food. Cause yeah, like I want to get a little bit more advanced. For all this time, I've been a pretty basic Ark player. Like I haven't really gotten into much of the recipes. I just started kind of early getting to the kibble. Like I've pretty much got down pat of the farm portion of it. We perfected the greenhouse portion of it. Like I don't want to overdo it for the tames that are going to be out and open. Because basically the only tames that are going to be out and about are if they have a purpose. If like for like my acreage, I'm basically going to have like a little bit of a farm at my acreage with a couple horses. We'll put a couple ovis there, stuff like that to kind of make it look a little lively. Like I want to be able to have make potions there as well. If not like on a mass scale, but you know, just a few more extra. So yeah, well, after this one, let's go through more. So there's More or less try to keep my weight and my health and my stamina. No, maybe not. Keep them going. So we're going to definitely need cement and paste. Reserving bin. There are going to be some styles that I am going to automatically use. Mainly it's for help us to move dinos around in the farms. We'll be unlocking those anyways. I'm going to do this for the our primitive incubator. So the Omo for our fertilizer. Paracer for the tech farm. Raptor for the tech farm. We don't get the fishing rod. We don't get the fishing rod. Mainly what I can actually start off with. Because I know for sure they don't come in the drops. I've never seen them. It's the triangles. The triangles. So I'm also gonna go make sure I unlock all of those for each one. Water jars we get tons of. Oh, I should be looking at freaking saddles. Pretty sure I missed a few. Parachute we're gonna need to help us tame a certain creature. The Quetzal. Tree platform. Bullets. These ones. Anki, the beer barrel. Tree sap extractor. I never see those in them. The Triadon saddle. That way we can at least make the ammo, but we might not be able to make the weapon. Definitely need this. Triangles. I'll unlock the greenhouse stuff when we have to start using it. These double doors. Well, but it's not gonna unlock the rest of the double doors I missed. Never mind. We're gonna come back with these saddles. Biopod, obviously. We're definitely going to need down saddle. Visors. Fairy. This, because we're going to be going to, once we go to Fijoran, we might actually, when we go there, we might actually go there with a mission, actually. So that's actually, so we might actually not be back here for a little bit. But I want to get a lot done so before we do go over there, actually. can't really unlock anything else. Is there anything else I might need? Yes, the RG. I never found a grinder, so we definitely need the grinder for our XP farm. It's gonna be good for our shoulder creatures, leveling them up. I do kind of want to do a bit of a be able to do a bit of a nomad thing. Definitely need this. Grappling hooks unlocked. Okay, well that means the crossbow. Because yeah, basically that is anything we need to get before them. I'll have to be Dionicus we're gonna need because we're needing it for our resource farm, or not resource, our kibble farm. Those are one of the guys we're going to be going over for. I also want to make sure... should we also do these? Large walls so I can actually save on certain... We'll see. This is also going to... cages. I think that's it for now. Tell me right now I can build longer over there. So I want to go further with the arrows. Also, I get a bunch of spark powder made. But yeah, I kind of want to make it so that each workshop eventually has its own each workshop has its own building. That way, even my my storage is almost kind of split up too a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll even try to include that in the actual, we'll see. So I kind of want to make my base more of a village, if possible. Actually, let's try to make that for everything, actually. That way, I'm actually slowly building little villages and stuff like that. Kind of like what I wanted to do anyways. Alright, so we're going to go on here for our first... run. Oh, I think, you know what? I'm not going to waste them, actually. Because I can actually also use them to level up our boss dinos. Because yeah, that's also a thing. I need to collect all of the explorer notes. Now, a lot of this stuff, like I probably said before, it won't be on stream. a lot of these we'll probably find, and I'll get out of the way. Yeah, even though I think I do still have some unlocked anyways, yeah. So yeah, basically we'll find them all again. And do all that good stuff. So our first one is right up here. Right there, that's one of Rockwell's. One I've already discovered, so it won't play. But I'll play it while we're making our stuff. Okay, so let's make a crap ton of arrows. Because I do want to try to explore the worlds on Thames rather than on ground Thames rather than say they're flying around all the time. So I'm going to use flying as very sparingly as possible. So like I kind of want to even include journeys out. Oh, what the frick? What am I missing? That. Oh, it's fucking that. Okay, let's quickly get as much stats as we can. Alright, so yeah, besides being all the bosses, so I'm thinking of actually going for all of them. I want to farm all of the, not farm them, I want to get as much elements as I can from them to help us build, or kind of, well, we'll see. No, well, I'll be able to, because when we get back from Fidjon, I'll be able to craft elements. So that won't be a problem. Oh. Maybe I'll make Herbivore Island our breeding center. Like I'll still have like our main compounds, like our alpha base will still have a bit an incubator. But what if we made? Yeah, here comes the night. What if we made Herbivore Island basically our breeding base instead? So I'm going to take advantage of this and do some things. That. Because yeah, because I don't want to start with my alpha base until I have most of the bosses built, at least the Gamma Beast boss built, are done. That way, I'll have access to the basic tech. So like teleporters by then, the generator, all the tech gear, the weapons, all the stuff I'm able to build with the tech. Spot for the tech replicator, I have a tech workshop. So like we'll have it so that that will be a spot where we're gonna mass produce everything. So we're going to keep our farms, the kibble, the kibble, the resource farm. Because the resource farm is going to be a big project next. So I want to make the building look good, but we also have to make it or figure out how we're going to have the animals set up where they won't be all. I get the max of my space, but we also have to do some experimenting, actually. Oh no! Not my ammo berries. Come at me, bird. I fucking dare ya. I fucking dare ya. So yeah, basically we're gonna try to create a team, and I'm gonna try to treat this as a Pokemon adventure. Oh, so now that we brought that up, we need to wait. So we are going to probably end up getting a lot more extra tames for each of the bases to basically have them be like basic for what we're going to need. So we're going to have to basically set up nearby Pokemon centers, basically, where we're going to need to have a Daedon and actually train the Daedon and everything a little bit to get it so it's a good healer. So it has to be a decent level Daedon. So I think what we're going to do is I might, because I want to improve upon everything. I want to get into the breeding. And actually, I'm definitely eventually going to have to get a PS5, and I am going to get Ark for PS5, Ark Ascended, and all the DLC and all the maps again, because that's how much I love Ark. I hate Snail, but I love Ark. What else? Let's do, yeah, so what else can I do? We'll have to have a little hut for ourselves to rest, or to have a safe place, have a safe place to spawn or to rest for when we log out. Maybe that's what I'll do. I have to be at one of my bases to one of those to be logged out. So yeah, Daedon for healing. You're gonna need a little bit of a greenhouse kind of thing to allow us to build or to grow crops. I think we're only going to need the one. We'll do one little, like how we built the greenhouse, we'll use one little stall. I think that'll be plenty to have on each one. So we'll need one Phioma, one dung beetle for each base to keep them maintained. So to keep us another thing we'll have to do to help us keep us busy. How long till the night time's over? Really? All that only gave me 9? Really? Well, boomerangs to that. Let's do one of the movement because I want to be a quick little double. You to you. we might unlock more as we go. I might do the I can do basic or I might do chunks, and we'll kind of figure out a look for our character. We'll get our Arkantos a look. That for sure. That for sure. Okay, we got the chemistry station. Industrial forge. We're not gonna get it. We're gonna have to wait and get it in a drop. So if I know I can get it in a drop. It's just gonna be very difficult to do. So we got the middle arrow regardless. Oh! No! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Damn trilobite! Damn it. Of course they come at night and I can't see jack shite. So yeah, so I don't know. But I'm not gonna have a starter one. So that's the one thing. I'm not gonna have a starter team. We're gonna have to do all that stuff on our own. That might be worth that. Let's go. Because that blue drop may have. I forgot you guys can't see. We'll try to see if we can get a forge. And blue drops have the forges. And let's just jump on that ridge over there. So that's not too far away from us. For us to get early metal and oil, electronics, but an element. Come on. But like there's certain things like when we go to the aberration, like I won't have the hook unlocked. I won't have that unlocked until we get there. You know, so yeah, stuff that kind of basically helps us in survival a bit easier on that map, on that certain map. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that kind of stuff. Yes. Watch our luck, it disappears. Okay, so for the most part, the drops are all available to us. All colors. Not red lights, but we get a Trinodon, we can actually go for loot runs. Yeah, like we'll go. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll kind of like exempt that rule for flyers when we're going for strictly loot runs to get, you know, stuff for us. Alright, so we started on between the next one on the boat. I'll at least give us cryopods for next time. We'll give ourselves. I think that's basically a boat. Yeah, I'll get work on. Yeah, we'll try to get that boat somewhat alright looking. It probably won't be anything nice. But yeah, we'll go set up shop early on Craig's Island, and yeah, we'll start from there. We'll start kind of, because there are some things we can actually get there to help us get going, like a fairy and a Anki. So regardless if they're low levels, we'll tame them, and at least help us for the most part build and clear out stuff for our for all the bases and stuff like that. So those are basically be our two, hopefully very early tames for us. Regardless of level, I'm gonna have to get the fairy. Regardless of level. Let's see, a bunch of narco berries. See if we can't use up some of that spoiled weed. Put stuff away. We'll get that built, this boat builds up. That way we have a nice little sheltered protection from those guys. But like I'm not gonna go and use I'm not gonna spam the projectile all the time. I am gonna try to do it pre Genesis when we actually get it before I start spamming with it. Just to make it fair. Just that way I can show a way of doing it before that. But yeah. Until next time, guys. Peace.